I've asked myself this question more times than I want to admit. Does she actually love you? Or are you just hoping she does? Because those two things feel almost the same at first. And that's the problem. When you like someone, your brain starts working against you. You start collecting small things and treating them like proof. She replied fast that one time. She laughed at your joke. She remembered something you told her weeks ago. And you tell yourself, yeah, she feels something. But then there are gaps. Long gaps. Days where she barely texts. Plans that never fully happen. Moments where you feel close one minute and distant the next. And instead of questioning it, you start adjusting yourself. You reply faster. You try harder. You overthink every message before sending it. You reread old chats looking for reassurance. That's usually the first sign something's off. When liking someone starts to feel like work. One thing I learned the hard way is this. When someone loves you, you don't feel confused all the time. You might feel nervous, you might feel excited, but you don't feel constantly unsure. Confusion usually means imbalance. One person wants clarity, the other is comfortable keeping things vague. And that's where a lot of people get stuck. You don't want to push, you don't want to scare her away, so you stay quiet. You tell yourself, I'll just wait and see. I'll give it more time. She'll show it eventually. But time doesn't always reveal feelings. Sometimes it just reveals patterns. And I think a lot of us confuse potential with reality. We fall in love with how it could be, not how it actually is. You imagine what she'd be like if she fully chose you, if she tried the same way you do, if she showed up the way you would for her. And that imagination keeps you hooked. You start accepting less than you want, less effort, less consistency, less honesty, all because you don't want to lose the possibility. And that's exhausting. Because deep down, you're not really asking, does she love me? You're asking, is it safe for me to keep caring? And most of the time, if you have to ask that, the answer isn't what you want it to be. That's where I'm at with this. Not angry, not bitter, just tired of guessing. If someone loves you, you won't have to constantly decode them. That doesn't mean everything is perfect. It just means effort is clear. One of the biggest signs she likes you is consistency. Not intensity, consistency. She checks in. She follows through on plans. She doesn't disappear for days and come back like nothing happened. If you feel like you're always waiting, that's not love. Another sign is initiative. She asks questions. She wants to know about your day. She remembers things you said. If you're always the one starting conversations, always the one suggesting plans, always the one keeping things alive, you're not being romantic. You're being kept around. Now, common mistakes. The biggest one is over-investing too early. You start acting like her boyfriend before she's even shown real interest. You're always available. You drop everything for her. You give emotional support like you're already together. That's how people accidentally friendzone themselves. Because once you show you'll stay no matter what, there's no urgency for her to choose. Another mistake is avoiding clarity. You don't ask where you stand because you're scared of the answer. So you stay in this gray area where nothing moves forward. But here's the truth. If asking scares someone away, they were never really there to begin with. Now about being led on. If she flirts when it's convenient, opens up emotionally, leans on you when she's lonely, but avoids commitment or clarity, yeah, that's leading you on. Not always intentionally, but it still costs you. If she talks to you about other guys, asks for dating advice, or treats you like her emotional backup, you're in the friend zone. And that doesn't mean you're not attractive. It means she doesn't see you that way. So what do? First, stop giving boyfriend energy without a title. Match effort, not more, not less. Second, be clear. Not dramatic, not pushy, just honest. Something simple like, I like you, and I want to see where this could go. Her response will tell you everything. And about approaching her. If she gives you signs, eye contact, engagement, effort, yes. If she's distant, inconsistent, or passive, no. Don't chase indifference. And about the right one. The right one doesn't make you feel small for wanting clarity. She doesn't keep you guessing. She doesn't make you feel like an option. The right one makes things feel mutual. Not perfect, but mutual. And if it's not mutual, it's okay to walk away. That's not quitting. That's choosing yourself. I don't want to act like I've got this all figured out. I really don't. Everything I just said comes from messing it up myself, from guessing, from waiting too long, from hoping instead of asking. So I want to hear what you think. How do you tell when someone actually loves you and when you're just filling a space in their life? At what point do you stop trying and accept that the feeling isn't mutual? If you've been in the friend zone before, did you stay in hope or did you walk away? And if you walked away, did it get easier or did you always wonder, what if? I'm also curious, do you think it's better to be direct early or to let things develop naturally? Because some people say, just be patient, and others say, if they like you, you'll know. So which one is actually true? I'm not looking for perfect advice. I'm not looking for dating gurus. I just want to know what you've learned the hard way. What signs did you miss? What do you wish you did sooner? What would you tell someone who's stuck guessing right now? Drop it in the comments. Disagree with me if you want. This isn't about being right. It's about being honest. So yeah, what do you think? Does she love you? Or are you just hoping she does?